When Ryder Radecki went to basketball practice last summer at Bartram High, he showed no signs of what was about to happen.
He left Monday morning for practice, and he was a perfectly healthy kid.
But in a split second, everything changed for the 16-year-old.
And I ran right into my teammate's shoulder, which hit my chest, which kind of activated the whole thing.
Dizzy, he felt his heart racing.
I just noticed right away that my heart was just beating a lot faster than normal.
But when he got home, Kurt Radecki knew something was wrong.
His heart was beating fast and slow, it was beating heavy, and it was beating light, and it just was not like nothing I've ever felt before.
He rushed his son to Wolfson Children's Emergency Room at Baptist South, and it was there that he suffered sudden cardiac arrest.
He basically fell over, and I caught him in his ER bed because he went into cardiac arrest.
For 3 minutes, he says they worked to revive his son.
They did the AED, if you will, paddles. It didn't work. They did CPR. They did it again, and he came back.
And as a dad, seeing your son, collapsing, what was going through your mind?
I don't even, my mind was spinning so much, I don't even know that I remember it all that well. Just have him come back, and I'm sure he'll do great things for the world. That's what I was thinking.
Ryder was airlifted to Wolfson's downtown. Dr. Brevia Trivedi says he was diagnosed with WPW, Wolff-Parkinson-White syndrome.
He had a true extra electrical pathway in his heart that was previously undiagnosed. The only way to diagnose it would have been if he had an EKG.
His mom says after 6 days in the hospital, he was sent home.
Every morning I feel so grateful. Because then I always wish, why doesn't it work out like this for everybody else?
Sudden cardiac arrest is the #1 cause of death in the U.S. for student athletes during exercise. Days after Ryder's mom posted about his heart condition on Facebook, a neighbor whose son is a collegiate baseball player called her.
I could tell she was rattled, and her son was at Florida State, freshman, was going through their screening process, and they found WPW in him.
He said like a physical every single year since what age? Maybe like middle school, and never has anybody done an EKG until he got to Florida State. So we're just really grateful that they found it and we were able to get ahead of it considering what other families have gone through.
We met with Ryder DeLamielleure and her son Brody just a week after he had an ablation, the same minimally invasive procedure Ryder had.
You never think that happened to you just because you've never had symptoms. You seem healthy, you feel healthy, you look healthy, and so just one day I could have dropped on the field. It's just kind of wild, and I'm glad they picked it up, and I was glad I got the screening.
An easily detectable heart condition that a simple heart screening can catch.
I think the thing that bothers us the most is that it was preventable. So all of the things that he went through in terms of the cardiac arrest could have been prevented with an EKG.
And I'm happy to report that Ryder and Brody, they are both healthy and they are both cured now, according to their doctor, Dr. Trivedi. And you have the chance to get your child a free heart screening on Monday, January 8th. We are partnering with the nonprofit Who We Play For, and registration's open right now. Just go to whoweplayfor.org to sign your child up for a free EKG Monday at the Flex Field. It's right next to Everbank Stadium. Now, this is open to Duval County students from 8 a.m. till 1 p.m. and then from 5 to 7 p.m. on Monday. It's open to anyone between the ages of 10 to 22. This heart screening really could save your child's life.